Hey guys, what's up? It's Micha. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you should go down there and subscribe. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I used to do them like one every other month. I basically went on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and told you guys to ask me questions for an Ask Micha, and you guys sent in your questions. I screenshotted them. I'm just going to be answering your questions today. If you've been subscribed for a while, you'll get to know me a little more. If you've never even seen my face before, you'll get to know me, and maybe you'll decide whether you do or don't want to subscribe to my channel, which I think you should, but that is up to you. A lot of people were asking very basic, normal questions, and I kind of wanted to try to make this one a little more interesting. So I put on my Instagram and my Snapchat for you guys to ask me anything you wanted to know and to make it interesting, and some of you guys definitely made it interesting. I don't think there's anything offensive in here, but if you get offended easily, maybe don't watch this. Also, if you're like my family member, maybe don't watch this. First off is Natasha, and she said, hashtag Ask Micha, what's your main goal for 2018? I feel like my goal for every year is the same. It's really stereotypical, and you probably think it's cheesy. But my main goal for every year is really just to be happy and do what makes me happy. But a specific goal other than like happiness, I'm not one of those girls that's like, new year, new me, I'm gonna get skinny. I want to make my lifestyle healthier, like eating a little healthier, not eating as big of proportions, work out more often, go outside more instead of staying inside all day, if that makes sense. Next is from Mackenzie Knoll. It says, what are your plans for 2018? Hashtag Ask Micha. I plan on going back to California in June. Me and the people I'm going with, my friends, we're thinking of going toward the end of June, like the very end, so that we're in Cali for the 4th of July. That's the only plans I have set right now. Next question is from Hallie Patricia. Hashtag Ask Micha. Would you change anything from your past? Honestly, probably not, just because I'm one of those people that feel like everything that happens to you, whether it be good or bad, it does shape who you become and how you act towards life and how you treat people. Yeah, I could like look back and be like, I want to change the fact that my second boyfriend cheated on me multiple times, or say I want to go back and I want to change the fact that because now whenever I have really close friends and I have people that I know care about me, I appreciate it more and it means more to me than it did before, if that makes sense. I think that helps shape who I am today in a way. That sounds really cliche. Committed years to more than one friendship that went to crap and didn't matter to the other person as much, because now whenever I have really close friends and I have people that I know care about me, I appreciate it more and it means more to me than it did before, if that makes sense. At last, Ronnie, she said, do you have any tips on becoming a YouTuber? I think I've made a whole video on this. If you don't want to watch that whole thing, my main advice for when you're gonna make a YouTube channel is always be yourself. Do what you're passionate about. Find a way to make what you're passionate about and what's trending mix. A lot of people just do whatever is trending, whatever looks cool, whatever gets views. Say skateboarding was trending, and so I made videos every single week all about skateboarding. You guys would be all like, oh dang, she loves to skateboard. That's one of her favorite things. She's passionate about it. But no, I would just be doing it for views. You know what I mean? You kind of just got to do your own thing and then hope that it takes you somewhere. If you get big or you get poppin', or maybe you just get like, you get where you want to be, your goal, by doing something you're not genuinely passionate about, or by doing something that kind of changes who you are and shows like a false you, it kind of takes it out where you don't even feel like you reached that goal. You don't even feel like you accomplished something, because to get to where that is, you weren't being yourself, if that makes sense. It takes away from it and it just makes it a lot less genuine. Mars V, does she ride the pipe just like a bike? For anyone that's confused, let me show you what she's talking about.
Begging for the throne, there ain't no way, girl, that you're coming home with me tonight. She ride the pipe just like a bike. I hit it twice, call it a night, then I'm out the lights.
Shout out to Monday for that beautiful verse. At Music Lover 13545. And she said, what is something that is a deal breaker for you dating wise? The number one deal breaker out of anything, my number one deal breaker is if you smoke cigarettes. I can't do it. Like if you smoke cigarettes, like I'll be friends, like we're friends, we're cool, like we good. Just don't smoke them around me. But when it comes to dating, if you smoke cigarettes, I'm sorry, I can't date you. Like that's like, if I even smell a cigarette, I will instantly gag. I can't handle the smell of cigarettes. I hate them. If you smoke cigarettes, that is my biggest deal breaker. If my family members ignored what I said at the beginning of this and you're still here, I need you to hop up. This question is not one that I care to share with you guys. I mean, if you want to stay, you want to stay, but don't text me and be like,
Micha, young lady, why did you put that in your video?
Next question, another one. Thanks, Mars, for this one. Another one from @MarsV says, ask Micha, what's your biggest sexual fantasy? I don't know if it would be more of like a sexual fantasy or like a turn on or a kink when the other person takes charge, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain this. I really don't. I don't want to say dominant and submissive because that's like, I feel like y'all are really gonna take that out of context. Does that make sense? I don't think it did. I don't think it did, but yeah, that's my answer to that. Thanks again for that question, Mars. Greatly appreciated. The end of this is getting more into like the deep questions, if that makes sense. This is a weird question, but have you ever self-harmed? There's a whole video on it, really. I may do an updated version soon because I have a lot more of a following now than I did when I made that video, because that video was meant for school and I decided to put it up on my YouTube channel. Yes, I have self-harmed. It just got really bad from 8th grade to the beginning of 9th grade, right before I started YouTube. My mindset was really dark. It was thinking everything as negative as possible. I just wanted to take everything out on myself. I had really bad body image issues. I just genuinely, like, I don't know what other way to put it. I just genuinely hated myself. So I took that hate out on myself in return. And I did that through cutting, through making myself throw up everything I ate, starving myself. It was a lot. It was a lot. And that question is segueing into this next question. This one says, what made you decide you wanted to do YouTube? What I was just talking about kind of led into it. When I was in that dark place where I was cutting myself and all of that stuff, my brain was just mentally like, I had really given up on myself, to be honest. Like, I didn't see a future for me. I didn't see a purpose. I wasn't passionate about anything. I don't think I was ever suicidal to where I actually like sat there and like planned out that I wanted to kill myself. But I was at a point where if I were to die, if I were to get killed, if I were to go to jail, stuff like that, I didn't care because I didn't see myself going anywhere anyway. I didn't see a future for myself. Like when people would ask me that, I'd just come up blank. Like, I don't see me doing anything in the future. I'm not gonna do anything. Like, what am I good for? I'm not good for anything. I'm basically just taking up space on the earth. That's really deep. And if you feel like that now, I am so sorry. And I just want you to know I know what that feels like. My DMs are always open on anything. All my inboxes are open. You can always DM me. And I will be here for you. I will always talk about it. I won't ever shy away from talking about what I've been through, because it is real. And that is one of the, in my opinion, biggest things in my past that shaped who I am today. That's what inspired me to start YouTube. When I was in that dark place, it started to get brighter. Like, there was finally like something that brought me happiness. And odd enough, it was watching YouTubers. I would watch their content and it would bring me happiness. It brightened my days from that darkness at school and like at home and everything. It could change. It was like I turned off my mind, and it was the only time that I could actually like smile and actually enjoy something, like genuinely enjoy it. And after I started noticing like, dang, this has brought me like a lot of happiness, I thought about it and I was like, I don't feel like I have a purpose on this earth. So what if I can do what they did for me? And that's why I started YouTube. The fact that they could just be themselves in front of a camera and it could make me smile for the first time that day, or just make me just feel happy for the first time. It was a big deal to me. And to think that I could just be myself on a camera and put it out into the world and just one person could see it and just become happy or just smile or laugh because I'm stupid and I do stupid stuff. If I could just like brighten one person's day just a tad bit, that made me feel like I had a purpose. Like I had a reason, like I was put on this earth to make someone smile, to make multiple people smile, to be myself and be able to help the world by being myself. And that question got really deep, and I'm sorry if you guys don't like deep stuff. Like, that's just a deep question. Like, I just have a deep meaning. I'm not like the people that are like, I joined YouTube because I didn't want to have an actual job, or I joined YouTube to get views, or I joined YouTube because it looked cool. After all that deep stuff, I just want to say real quick before I outro this, you guys truly, no matter when you got here, whether it was my first year here or this year or today with this video, I just want to say thank you. Not for watching in the way of like, oh, thank you for another view. There's so many fake people on YouTube at this point, and fake in the way that they're just so ungenuine in why they are here, what their motivation is to be here on this platform, that you guys can get confused sometimes in just feeling like you're not really that important to that person and all they care about is the views and the money. I just want to remind you guys real quick before I outro that you guys mean more to me than you could ever imagine. I gave you a little insight to it. You guys basically saved my life, to be honest. Like, you can think that that's exaggerated or that's dramatic, but really thinking about it, you guys actually, like, you saved, like, this channel, everything, this YouTube thing, it saved my life. You guys gave me a purpose in life, even if I have to work a 9-to-5 job just to be able to afford to do this every single week. You guys gave me a purpose, a passion, a drive to do something, and that's something money can't buy, and I'm just so thankful to you guys. I'm so grateful, and I never want you guys to feel like I don't love you and I don't appreciate you, because I love and appreciate you so freaking much. I can't put it into words. That's gonna be all the questions for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got to know me a little more, or a lot more. There was a lot of questions in there. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. There are plenty more videos to come. I post new videos every single week. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and remember, keep your head up.